Okay, you're gonna notice I am very slightly shaking because, well, it's, well, something I've been wanting to play for a long, long time, and I'm finally here. Blimey neck. There's always someone at the door when I try and do this. Yeah? Coming! Sorry, guys.
takes me here.
Right, I think we should do the experience first. April 15th, 1912. April 15th. Did I say 14th or 15th? Titanic on deck. 10 minutes past 1 AM. Titanic's hull is breached by a collision with an iceberg and is rapidly taken on water. Captain Smith has ordered women and children to the lifeboats. Oh,
Women
this
and
is
children.
weird.
This way! Women and children!
And Captain Smith. Hello, random person.
Head for that ship on the horizon. Transfer your passengers and tell their captain to come at once. We require urgent.
So weird to be on this shit.
Surely they can see our rockets, sir.
If they can, they are not responding. As quickly as you can.
Oh, these funnels
Aye, aye,
look
sir.
so good. The models are,
Quickly now! Women and children!
a bit... The models aren't really anything to write home about.
The boats are leaving.
Daddy, where are we going?
Shh, love, we're going on a little adventure. We'll be back soon.
Over here. Let's try this one.
I'm afraid it's women and children only, sir.
Please, sir, can't you see my wife needs help with the children?
Sorry, sir. Captain's orders.
Who is that guy?
What's the meaning of this? Is this a drill?
Only a
It's
precaution.
Mr. Guggenheim.
Everyone will be back aboard in good time.
I don't think
John,
the grand
I can't
staircase. I
manage
don't even
without
think
you.
the bow's
I
gone,
need you.
gone
Just
under at this
have to
point.
for now.
That means the
Don't
grand
worry,
staircase
Murray, I'll
is
get on
still
another boat. You go ahead
intact,
with the
so
children.
maybe
Daddy, I
Guggenheim's
don't
just
want
getting
to
his
go
brandy.
without you.
John, I don't see any men boarding lifeboats.
I'm sure there's other boats further down letting men board. Right, David. help
I can't
the
look
mothers
behind
aboard.
me.
Yes, Dad.
Oh, this hurts
I'm
my
sorry,
back.
sir. Women and children only.
For God's
He's
sake,
just a
he's just
boy.
a boy.
What age is he?
He's only 16.
I think I'm getting on this boat.
He'll have to stay on board with the other men.
God's sake.
Do something, John.
Is there nothing you can do? My wife can't manage alone.
I'm afraid not, sir. Captain's orders.
Hey, the officers are letting the boys leave on the other side. You must hurry.
If it was my orders, I'd order everyone on the
Take
boat.
the baby. Look after Emily. We'll get on another boat.
Wouldn't I maybe have like one side be just women and
Emily,
children and the other
Daddy
side
loves you
being
very
like
much. Be good for your mother and sister. We'll
with
see
men
you again
or
soon.
something.
Daddy, don't go. You have to come with us. We won't be able to find you.
Shush now, love. You're going on the boat with your mum and your sister. We'll be along shortly.
Your
I
mum.
promise.
Daddy, I don't want to go.
Women and children.
Go
This
straight to the
boat
next
is leaving.
boat.
Hurry now.
Do what
This
you
way,
must
please.
to get aboard. Do you understand?
I will, ma'am, I will. Don't worry.
I will, ma'am. I will.
Mind him, John.
Right, Emily. Time to go.
He's a child.
No.
Here.
He's part of the children.
Go. You have to
I
go
want
with your mother.
you.
Go.
Please let me go with
No.
you. Dad.
We'll be all right. Be
Please.
good, child. We'll see you soon.
We'll head straight for another boat.
Women
He's a
and children.
child though. How,
Final
shouldn't he
call.
be on the
Right.
boat? Shouldn't he be getting her on the life?
She must be terrified.
Oh, the poor thing.
Am I going to be stood here on deck? Oh no, I'm on the lifeboat.
Ready to ropes.
Bye. Bye, Emily. Bye,
Away,
Marie.
away.
Daddy.
There,
Oh, this is
sweetheart.
weird.
They'll be fine.
Thank you.
My daughter was the same growing up. Father's favorite.
Do you believe there's any real danger?
So
Oh,
weird.
no, dear. I saw men locking the watertight doors as I left my cabin. I'm sure we will be back on board
Hello,
soon.
people on. I think that's either A deck or I think that's A deck. I think it's either A deck or B deck.
Hey, how do we get to the lifeboats?
Oh dear.
Do the steerage have their own boats?
I don't know. There should be boats
think
in
that's
the
B
third-class
deck.
decks, but I haven't
It's either
seen
A deck
any.
or B deck.
Surely there must be extra boats kept elsewhere. Otherwise, how can all the passengers leave the ship?
They can't.
How's your ankle, Helen? You took quite a tumble boarding the boat.
Swollen. I think it may be broken.
Oh dear. When we get back on board, Dr. Lockham can look over it. At least this could make an interesting story for your next novel.
Can't
Yes, well, perhaps
even
this type of
pulls it.
adventure novel would best suit Colonel Gracie.
Oh, I do hope Father is safe.
Really?
Than here in this boat. Yes, well, This is not quite the ending to our adventure that I was expecting. Do you remember Father's face?
I'm coming!
Steady forward and lower away astern.
No, it's just I can't pause it. I can't pause what I'm doing.
Hold off! I can't manage this boat with only one seaman.
Are there any sailors aboard? Present yourself. This boat needs another hand. I am a yachtsman, sir. I can row. If you're seaman enough to get onto that boat, you can go. Swing over that loose rope.
Ready?
Oh my goodness.
There, by the oarlock.
Thank you.
Ready! Lower away!
Lower together.
It's so dreadfully cold tonight.
Almost there, Mother.
How long must we sit in these boats?
Till morning. Be glad you're in here and not up there.
I wasn't unpleasant, man.
Mass was lovely this morning.
How nice the captain attended.
Yes, this is his last journey commanding a ship.
Such a beautiful ship to retire with.
There was a planned lifeboat drill this morning. They postponed it so the captain could attend mass instead.
Oh, perhaps that explains why the sailors on the deck seemed almost unprepared when lowering this lifeboat.
And why our lifeboat has only 3 sailors.
Yes, this whole affair has been managed rather badly. I shall be making a complaint when we come aboard Titanic.
Help! I'm trapped! Help! Help!
Mommy, I'm scared.
Shh, it'll be fine.
Sorry about all this,
Get ready to release the ropes.
Aye, aye, sir.
You do apologise.
There's water coming in.
Get that plug in. The boat will
Oh,
founder.
I can't see anything. It's just dark.
You there. Stand on that plug. Make sure it doesn't come out.
Well, I never...
Man the oars. We need to leave this ship. Her suction will pull us under. Pull! Hurry,
Just
damn
see
you!
inside.
Where are we heading? Towards the lights on the horizon, just off the port bow.
Pull! Put your backs into it!
We can help row.
No! The men will row.
I can steer the rudder, so you can row?
No, you will not. Sit down!
Look, child. Look what I have here. He's friendly. He won't bite. Would you like to hold him?
Oh, he's so soft.
Can you look after him for me? While we're on this boat?
Yes, Mum.
I should have stayed on deck with Quig.
No, it was good of you to join us in the boat.
Quig wouldn't have allowed you to stay on deck.
I'm sure we will be back on deck shortly.
So cute.
Never mind that sailor.
And what if there is real danger?
There can't be. The captain said so himself. This is just a precaution.
This fog.
Looks like the bow hasn't gone under yet, because I think like that's the bow right
Yes,
there.
it's hard to see anything tonight.
I doubt the other ship will even see us approach.
Ma'am, can you hold this, please?
Ah, much better. Thank you.
Let's hope they see us.
It looks like some boats don't have their lanterns lit.
And all the stars. The sky is beautiful tonight.
Look at them all around. Are there any
That
supplies
one's
in
Jeffrey,
this
that one's the
There's
doctor,
nothing.
that
No
one's
water,
Ryan, that
no
one's Graham,
bread,
that one's
no
Yaz,
compass.
Any blankets?
that one's Captain Jack.
I don't see any.
There are a few here.
Yes, some here too.
Cute though.
A stowaway.
Oh, officer! Officer, look!
Sorry. So sorry. I can't swim.
Coward! Get over there and start rowing.
I can't. I broke my arm. That's why I can't swim. Please, sir. Please stay. I'm begging you. I don't stand a chance up there.
Let him
Sit down
stay.
then. You're lucky I haven't thrown you overboard.
Let him stay. If this was me, I'd let him stay.
Here you are.
Thank you. Here you are, madame.
Thank you, Beth.
Thank you. It must be below freezing.
Thanks.
Best we keep that baby warm.
Thank you. Are you warm enough, Emily?
Yes, Mum.
Such a precious child. They are always so beautiful at that age.
Do you have children yourself?
Yes, my daughter is at our home in New York.
I wonder if the others made it to the
Oh, I
boats.
see the bow starting to go under.
The boats must be all in the water by now. Do you have family on board?
No. Our colleagues in the a la carte restaurant.
We were allowed to
This
go up
looks
to
so
the
cool.
boats,
I
but
can
the
see
men
the
are being held in the
stern.
second-class
This-
dining hall.
The
Oh,
bottom,
that's
the butt of the ship is
Why
going to
don't
be
they
rising
allow
up
it to
any
the
minute.
boats?
They have to wait until all the passengers have left the ship.
But I did see Mr. Morget on deck, and the head chef, so they might have been let up early.
Oh, I hope so. The ship is
Can
lifting
you
quite badly
see any
now.
blooming icebergs so I can wave my fist at?
The lights don't seem to be getting closer.
Perhaps they're just reflections underwater.
No, they're definitely lights from another ship. We were
I think
signaling
that
them
there
earlier.
over there is
Look like
Carpathia.
stars to me.
Keep rowing towards the lights.
It's
Captain
a shame
orders.
that
You should assist us rowing.
like
Allow one of the
when
women
she,
to steer the boat.
you know,
It's a perfectly calm night.
You row, sir. I will remain in command
like the
of this
bow,
boat.
like
The
didn't
women
like
should
didn't
be
just go
allowed to row.
No!
Rowing
fell
will
out.
keep us warm
And like the
and we'll
stern would
reach
just
that ship in half
bob
the
in there
time.
till like the
I
morning.
agree.
I
The
can't bathe
movement
your
will
eyes, and the stern's still
I
bobbing
am in
there, and it
charge
just
of this
start,
boat.
and then it
The women are
starts to
not
go
to
under.
row.
Oh
And then
my.
and they manage to get everyone onto
Look at
Carpathia
the angle of our ship.
before it goes.
But it's unsinkable.
Well, the
Surely?
bow's just down. Well, the bow's just down here, and the stern's gonna be like over there, just going like.
The watertight doors should keep her afloat.
We only glanced the iceberg. Surely she isn't that damaged?
Is that a
She'll
lifeboat
founder.
or is that the number
It's
one
just a matter
cargo
of time.
hatch?
What about those not in lifeboats?
I think that's the number one cargo hatch, which. Oh, the creaks and groans. Look at this dog. He doesn't have a care in the world. He's loving life. Look at this dog. He's loving life. Definitely more under stress from this. No, the propellers are going out of the water. The electricity will go out. No, the funnels will start falling any minute. First funnel will go down any second. Looking at that lot. Oh, I think the funnel just went down. That's like the little. See that, like the one that looks like a dot light. Yeah, I think that's the cover for the grand staircase. Oh my goodness, she's gonna split! Oh no. Oh, wait, is she? She's splitting! She split!
There go the boilers.
There's nothing we can do.
We must go back to the ship.
No! It's too late.
Split it up! There goes one of the funnels. At least we're safe. At least we are set. Look at this dog, he doesn't have a care in the world. When his dad's probably on there about to go under. Let's see how accurate is this, the actual scene. You're gonna... Oh, pretty accurate. She almost went vertical as she went under. Look at this dog, he doesn't have a care in the world, he's nicely asleep.
We must go back.
No! If we go back, they will swamp the boat.
People are dying. Can you not hear?
Go back
Not
now!
theirs.
You cannot leave them. Please go back.
There's nothing there but a lot of sticks.
People are still alive.
We aren't going back. That's final.
I hope you will be able to live with yourself after this.
What about Daddy?
Oh my goodness. Titanic had 2,208 people on board. What was 2,200? 1,496 perished. So, not that many people made it off. Lifeboat 6 was designed to hold 65 people. There were only 29 aboard when she left the Titanic. Lifeboat 6 approaching Carpathia, 15th of April 1912. That... Oh. Low lighting. So, funny how they put a picture of it hitting the iceberg when there is no iceberg hitting thing. So, looks like the main game is exploring the wreck. Right. Play game. I guess. New game. Looks like a 70s Who logo in the diamond shape. On the 10th of April 1912, Titanic set sail from Southampton, UK on a maiden voyage to New York, USA. She was... On the 14th of April 1912, at 11:40 p.m, Titanic struck an iceberg. It took 2 hours and 40 minutes for the ship to sink beneath the waves, killing... Oh, you already knew that. This photograph was taken as she left Queenston Island, her last stop before New York. The shipwreck lay undisturbed at the bottom of the ocean until its discovery in 1985. VR presents Titanic VR. A must-have game for all Titanic enthusiasts, like me. Darkness. Ooh. I hear voices. Bless me. Oh, we're on the ocean floor. Hell of a record, apparently.
Alright, I've reached the seabed. Can't see much.
You're still a couple of 100 meters out, and back to manual control. Shall we run an equipment test?
Yes.
Sure, let's do this by the book.
Alright, let's run through the controls on the panel in front of you. The center
Okay.
left joystick allows you to move the submersible forward, back, left, and right. The center right joystick...
Hello, the K1 fan.
Rotate left and right. Try them out now. Great. Now let's check the altitude controls. The lever on the far right allows you to ascend and descend.
Okay.
If you look down at your hands, you can see your motion controllers. The move button on your left controller is the info button. Holding down the info button will bring up the control diagram for your controllers. If it feels more comfortable, you can operate the submersible using these controls instead of physically moving the levers.
Great. How do I interact with objects?
You can interact with objects in the submersible by touching the object with your controller and then pressing the T button to use. If you ever get stuck, just hold down the info button again to bring up the controls diagram.
This is so cool.
Right, now we'll move on to the map and missions. You'll see in the middle of the console in front of you is a map. It shows your current location as a blue pointer at the bottom of the screen. As you approach the wreck, it will slowly appear on the map. The yellow icon is your current goal location, so you know where you should be heading. I'll update the map and your goal locations as we go through contracts.
Right.
The screen just to the left of the console displays the mission log. It shows your current goal task. So if you aren't sure what you should be doing or looking for, check the mission log and map for more information.
Got it.
Okay, you'd better place a marker before we head too far. Interact with the button next to the map.
Marker's
to
been
place
placed.
one. You can head towards the bow. So, I had a call from our main sponsor.
Problem?
No, all fine. Just voicing her excitement about us finally diving. Said she's looking forward to seeing what we can do. I've set up a call for 8 p.m. this evening.
For $45,000 a day? Let's just hope we find something.
Never mind the money. My doctorate is riding on this.
Right. I should get my lights ready, now that I'm getting close to the bow.
The far left lever controls your sub's lights. To turn the spotlights on and off, interact with the button in front of the lever.
Oh, what's that? It's the bow. You're just gonna see me totally geeking out of this. You can probably hear Robo-Mo. Oh! I see a big patch of sand. That's a good sign.
Whoa.
There's something you don't see every day.
She's a beauty.
Hang on, I haven't seen her yet. Oh, I have seen.
Okay,
oh my
first things
god!
We've got a contract with the Titanic Society to place their commemorative plaque on the forecastle deck. Get yourself into position.
Alright.
If this wasn't a live stream and I was able to edit, I literally put in pictures of this. This is like I'm in a picture place. Oh my goodness! I'm sure you lot are happy for me. Oop! Oops! Sorry, Titanic, I'm a bad driver.
Coming up to it now.
I'm going to ascend a little bit so I don't keep crashing into everything and
the
destroy
ROV.
the wreck before it's destroyed itself.
Courtesy of Flight Avionics and the latest in augmented reality technology.
Good thing this isn't.
You'll find a set of VR goggles and a control panel. The controls to maneuver the Predator are the same as the submersible. Make your way over to the plaques already laying on the deck, and remember that the range is only up to 15 meters. The advantage of driving without an umbilical.
Is there any way to boost the signal?
Yeah, but we need to upgrade the deep-sea transmitter, and they don't come cheap. The generosity of our sponsors and UNS funding only goes so far. If we complete these contract jobs, we might just be able to afford some upgrades.
What happens if I go out of range?
Oh, there you go.
The automatic recall kicks in. ROV comes straight back to the sub.
I'm here.
Great. The plaque we're placing is in the Predator's inventory. You can access it through the menu.
Ah, how do I open the menu?
You can open the menu by pressing and releasing the info button. While in the menu, you can check your map and mission log and access the inventory. To interact with items in the inventory, use the laser pointer to highlight the item and press the T button to select.
Okay, I'll place the plaque down on top of the flashing beacon.
I am... So is this like an actual thing? Do people actually put plaques on here? What the... Did I just go back to the sub? I did. Good to know. Dang it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, how about I just grab the plaque.
I'll take a photograph with the onboard camera for the society.
Great idea. They'll appreciate that. You can access the camera through the ROV inventory. Open up the menu again and select the camera icon from the inventory screen. Press one of the T buttons to take a photograph. You can get out of camera mode by pressing and releasing the info button again.
Done. I'll head back to Sedna.
No need. Just press the move button on your right controller. This is the return button.
I feel like Wally. I felt so like Wally then.
ROV by pressing the button next to the ROV goggles. It's above you on the right.
Where to now?
Hull breach on E deck. I'll mark it on your map.
We're heading for his cabin, right?
That's right. Eyewitness testimony said Henderson kept a journal. It should tell us more about his activities on the final night.
I presume I'm looking for some kind of trunk.
Henderson had a briefcase listed on the manifest. With any luck, it's still in his room.
I don't trust myself going into the actual wreck. I don't trust myself doing that. I don't trust myself with this. I would never trust myself with the actual wreck. Okay, VR wreck. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna be okay with maneuvering, but...
Dr. Lynch,
Yeah?
why are we doing this?
$45,000 a day at sea.
No, I know, but that just about covers the costs of the expedition. I meant, like, why are we taking this job in particular?
Well, put it this way. Why do you think she hired us?
Because we're academics?
Yes, but more specifically, we respect the history. It would have been cheaper for our sponsor to just hire a salvage team.
And why'd you agree to take it?
Funding like this comes once in a blue moon, and I wanted to see her up close.
Go down a bit. Whole breach.
This breach is from the impact with the ocean floor. Anything in here is going to be messy.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
It's towards the top of the breach. Look for the flashing beacon. I really hope his briefcase is there.
So should I put on this? Oh no, we're almost done. So what am I looking for? Am I looking for a briefcase? Oh yeah, we were really close into hitting that. So, just around here? Oopsie daisy. Locate the briefcase. Let me know if you see any briefcases, Q.
Just remember what I said about these new ROVs. The range is only up to 15 meters.
Could it possibly be up here? Supposedly we're right on top of it. Enter the ship and locate the briefcase. So we're looking for a briefcase. Could it possibly be around here? No. Or could it be down in the bowels of the ship? Oops. Or could it possibly be down in the bowels of the ship? Do we think? Could be. Could be. Yes, I think it is. Hey, it's an intact light bulb. This is like the only place with mattresses. take a rest here and think about this. Could that be it there? Or is that it? Out of range.
Can't get that far.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm looking for a briefcase. So let me know if you see anything about a. So if you see any briefcases, I'd love to know where you saw it. So apparently it's like down in this direction. Is it that? Is it like this here? Door. It doesn't look like there is. Alright, I'm gonna check up on deck. I'm gonna check, like, if I go up a bit. If I go up a little bit, if I go up.
We'll need to upgrade the transmitter if I want to go any further.
I need to recall the thing I did. Where is it? So if I go up. Glad we survived. Hello, Mr. Krabs. So, I have a feeling that. So, location, well deck area on B deck. If it's on this is the bridge. So if this is the bridge, is this either the bridge or... Yeah. So if that's the bit of the bow... And this is... the bridge... So it's like here, but on B deck. So we need to go down to B deck. Bridge area. So where is B deck? Don't know if... I think it's a...
I found a briefcase. I just need to pick it up by holding down one of the T buttons to interact. WJH. I think this is it.
Well, that's lucky. Are you going to open it?
No, not here. Assuming there's anything intact in there, it'll start degrading as soon as I open the case. I'll have to bring it back to the lab before we can take a peek.
Okay, you should put the briefcase in the Predator's storage then. Just open and close. Let's get you to the surface. Activate the autopilot and get comfortable.
Hang on, I gotta check. Is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, where's the autopilot?
Alright, I'll see you in about 2 hours.
Right, so we finally found the briefcase. Finally found the briefcase. Looks like we're going back to the lab. Huh. Yes.
Okay, I'm back in the lab. I need to complete the tasks listed on the whiteboard by teleporting around the room and interacting with the recovered items and preservation stations. When I complete a task, the next task will appear on the board. I can rotate on the spot using the cross and circle buttons on the left motion controller and interact with items using either controller. To teleport, I need to hold down the square button on the left controller while aiming at one of the chairs dotted around the lab. When the white square appears on the ground, I let go of the button and instantly teleport to that location. If I drop an item and can't reach it, I can use the tractor beam to recover it. I just need to hold down one of the T buttons while aiming at the item and it will move up to my hand. If I get really stuck, holding down both T buttons and move buttons will reset the items back to the starting tub while keeping my progress. If I'm not sure what to do, I can always refer to the whiteboard to see the next task. Our sponsor is calling at 8 o'clock, so I better get started by opening this briefcase.
Whoa, looks to be in good condition.
Let's get this cleaned up. This journal is pretty special. The pages seem to be a fabric paper blend. I think the desalination bath will leach out the salt. Then it can go into the PEG station before freeze drying.
What the...
These banknotes are delicate and will need a good rinsing in the desalination bath. Then we can treat them in the fungicide to keep them clean before freeze drying them.
Well, I want to know where the journal went.
Silver doesn't look great after being in the ocean. This tobacco tin is covered in silver sulfide. I'll have to gently wash this using a soft brush, making sure I don't scratch the surface underneath. It's come up great.
Freeze dry the money. Oh, there it is. Let me get the journal. I can't. Oh, I got it. Whoa.
Looks like a receipt for a telegraph sent on the night of April 14th.
That's strange. I haven't found it. Here's our sponsor. We can tell her the news.
Hi, team. How are you both?
Hi, Gillian. We're doing great.
We've just finished cleaning the artifacts we found today. A bone hair comb. I'll need to wash the salt out quickly before it crystallizes and the bone starts. Inside we found his journal, a few persons ready for drying in the acetone bath.
Oh, that is interesting. I didn't know William sent a message.
That's what we thought.
It's possible it wasn't sent, and that it's still in either the purser's office or the Marconi room. We're thinking our next dive should be to explore these rooms.
I know teams have searched the Marconi room before, but I didn't think the purser's office was accessible.
Yeah, up till now it's been off limits due to the size of ROVs, but ours is small enough to access it. We're hoping we might find the purser's record book, with the message listed.
As for the Marconi room, other dives have shown most of the furniture is deteriorated, but the telegraph canisters might have survived.
Sounds plausible. Let me know if you find anything. I'd love to see the message.
This leather case is looking pretty sturdy, but it will need a good soaking in. I noticed something odd in his journal. On the 14th he mentions carrying some special package, but I'm sure he didn't have anything reported in the manifest. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Well, in his last letter, he wrote about returning home with a present for my great-grandmother. I'll do a bit of research on my end. I can check over the manifest again to see if we missed anything.
Great, we'll let you know if we find anything tomorrow. I'm sending over photos
Now
of
it's
the
clean.
items
It needs
we
to be
found
soaked
today.
in PEG and fungicide,
Thanks, I really
soften the leather,
appreciate the
and stop it from
regular
cracking.
updates. It's making writing much easier. We'll talk again soon.
Well, shall we call it a day?
Not quite. Gillian was kind enough to order in a stronger transmitter for our ROV. We'll need to fit it before the dive tomorrow. Otherwise, we won't be able to reach the purser's
Alright,
office.
it's ready for free. I'll get on it now then.
It's waiting for you over there.
Thanks.
Oh well. Fit Rov's new transmitter.
need to replace the transmitter in the ROV with the one on the table next to it. The instructions for replacement are on the posters behind the ROV rack, and I can access the lower sections of the ROV by lifting the rack bar up. I need to replace the transmitter in the ROV with the one on the table next to it. I need to lift the black hood to place the transmitter, then lift the bar up to put the sample container in the storage compartment.
Where is this meant to go, though?
She's all ready to go for tomorrow.
Cool. I'll see you in the morning then.
Goodness me.
Radio check, Wilson.
Coming in nice and clear, Dr. Lynch.
Great. First up is the purser's office on C deck, correct?
Correct. To access it, you'll need to head down through the hole where the forward grand staircase was.
The C deck is pretty compressed from what I've heard.
Yeah, the impact with the sea floor bent most of the supporting pillars, so they're struggling with the weight of the floors above.
With the rate of decay increasing, it won't be long before it all collapses. I'm glad we've had a chance to come down here and see it for ourselves, before all this becomes inaccessible.
And she was sinking fast then, and all of a sudden she lifted up quickly, and you could hear everything cracking through her. Everything that was movable was going through her. And then she went down and seemed to come up again. So I thought, well, now I'm going to leave.
Oh, we get to go to the grand
I was
staircase.
hanging on to a board. We had two boards, starboard and port, which said, keep clear of propeller blades. And I was hanging on to one of these, and I was getting higher and higher in the air. And I thought, well, now I'll go. And I dropped in. I had a lifeboat on. And I hit the water with a terrific crack. Luckily, I didn't hit anything when I dropped in. There were bodies all over the place. And then I looked up at the Titanic. The propellers were right out of water. The rudder was right out. And I could see the bottom. And then gradually she glided away. And that was that. That was the last of the Titanic. I didn't want to die. I mean, I didn't see much chance of living. But I was gradually getting frozen up. And by the grace of God, I came across a lifeboat. And they pulled me in.
You'll need to be careful of debris when descending with the Predator. It might make it easier if you position yourself so the lights shine down the void.
Good idea. Deploying Predator. Starting to descend. Here we are.
Great. The purser's office and inquiry desk are on the starboard side. You'll need to go over the desk to get into the side room.
Right, I'm here.
The office is to the left as you enter. Be careful. This area hasn't been explored before. We don't know what we'll find in here.
To think the last person in this room would have been Chief Purser McElroy.
The record book would have been kept in a leather pouch.
I don't see it here.
Maybe try the safe back out in the inquiry office.
The doors are rusted shut. We can't check inside.
Is the pouch among the debris?
No, I can't see the leather pouch anywhere. We might be out of luck.
That's a shame.
We'll have to hope the Marconi room gives us some answers.
While we're here, we should collect a sample of the rust on the safe doors. MCPA regularly check for new species of bacteria living in rusticles, and I'm sure they'll want a sample of this.
I'll take a photograph of the scene too. They'll need to see the rusticle formations as well. Done. We'd better move on to the Marconi room.
I'll mark it on your map. You'll need to head back to the sub to get there. The Marconi room isn't too far from here, just between the first funnel and your current position.
How do I get in?
Either through the skylight or the corridors. Up to you which you feel is safer.
Right, I don't want to damage the wreck. Or the ROV.
Okay, so I need to get up to the boat deck. Now I know why I need to get up. I need to get up to the boat deck. So I need to try and get out of C deck by the looks of it. Wait. Oh my goodness, my phone's dying. My boat trip back to the real world and not under the sea. Should I call the elevator? I need to try and get out of here. Sorry, Mr. Jellyfish. It's really creepy down here. Oh, another jellyfish. Aha. Right, so I need to get onto the boat deck, which is that deck.
I'm in. There really isn't much left here, is there?
No, not really. Most of the furniture was wood, so it's almost all deteriorated.
There's a lot of debris on the ground, and a few broken canisters. Alright, just 3 canisters left to collect. Two more to go. I'll grab the last one. Right, I've got all the canisters. Alright, heading back up now.
See you soon, Doctor.
Give me a second, guys. How long have we been going for? I think like an hour? Right.
These brass canisters will need a good scrub in fresh water. It'll stop them from oxidizing when they dry. I'm surprised these paper messages survived. They'll need to be soaked in the desal bath and then in the fungicide tub. Ready for freeze drying. Transferred to Titanic. Fine ship, fine weather. Arrive Wednesday with special delivery. Love, William.
He mentions the package again. Maybe he really did have something stowed in the cargo hold.
Nothing was listed on the manifest.
A lot of things weren't.
He could have been referring to anything, though. Might have been something special in his suitcase or in the purser's safe.
We can still search the cargo hold as a start. This sample will be
Yeah,
sent
we'll
on
check
to
it out
the
next dive.
NCPA. They've been studying the different strains of bacteria living on the
Right
island
on
in the
time.
Titanic.
Hello, team.
Well, hey, Gillian.
We recovered the message from the Marconi room, but it doesn't really give us any new information.
That's still great news. I daren't have hoped you'd find it. What does it say?
We're sending you through a photo of the message now.
Thank you. Ah, it adds another layer to the story, doesn't it?
He must have thought himself lucky to have been transferred to Titanic.
The coal strike meant many people were upgraded to Titanic.
Such tragedy.
William refers to a delivery in this message, so we're assuming he may have kept something in the cargo hold. We're planning to head down there next dive to check it out. Depending on what it was, there's a chance it survived.
Did you find anything we missed in the cargo manifests?
No, but I've been doing a bit of extra sleuthing. I found out that there was a registered parcel traveling on the Titanic with a Mr. W.J. Henderson's name on it. Is it possible that the gift was traveling as mail and not cargo?
Yeah, that's a possibility. They could have also been two separate packages. The only way to know would be to check both rooms.
The mailroom used to be off limits, but we can access it through a new hole in the cargo hold wall. Our ROV will need another transmitter upgrade to delve that deep, though, and a longer lasting battery. Do you have any idea of the size of the parcel? What's inside it?
No. Could have been anything, really. The registered weight suggests something small, and Mary liked delicate things. Maybe something French? She loved southern France.
Could it have been a religious gift? The Hendersons were very involved in their local church.
Yes, definitely. In fact, I'm surprised William's Bible wasn't in the suitcase you recovered. He was known to carry it everywhere.
Maybe he had it with him during the sinking.
Perhaps. There are mixed reports about his final moments, unfortunately. I'm not sure we'll ever find out what really happened.
Well, we'll try our best to find out. Hopefully we can learn more about him from the next dive.
I do hope so. I want to tell my great-grandfather's story accurately in this biography.
We'll speak again tomorrow, after the dive.
Yes, thank you. Talk to you then.
Right. We better get those upgrades for Predator sorted then.
I'll get on it now. She's good to go.
Thanks.
Good to go. She's good to go. Good to go. I don't know when to end it. When to end this. I'm enjoying it way too much.
Radio check, CCGS Wilson.
Signal is great, Dr. Lynch.
All right.
I'm just marking the cargo hold on your map. You can access it from the number 2 hatch on the forward well deck.
I'll make my way to the hatch and deploy Predator.
I remember it all, very clearly from the moment that my father wakened me, because of course I was in bed and sleeping, until I saw that ship sink, and afterwards when I heard the people about it. I remember it all vividly.
Do you remember the panic, the fright? Were you panicked and frightened, or did you kind of, being 7 years of age, not really take it all in?
Oh no, I took it all in, but the panic started, of course, after the all too few lifeboats had gone, and people were coming up on deck hoping to get into a lifeboat, and there weren't any boats for them. That's when the panic started, which we could hear when we were in the lifeboat.
I suppose as a very young person, you can see adults panicking and
Oh,
screaming.
yes,
Must have been
indeed.
absolutely horrific.
Dreadful.
And your father went down with the ship.
Yes, he did.
Your mother, however, was
She
spared
was saved
with you.
with me, yes, that's right.
And I hate to jack it up, but do you remember going away in one of the dinghies and looking back at the ships?
I do indeed, yes. Very clearly, and to this day I hate looking at pictures of ships.
it might be a good idea to shine your sublights down the void again. There will be a lot of debris down there.
Heading down now.
The cargo hold.
You were right about the debris.
The cargo crates and barrels in here have almost all disintegrated.
I didn't realize it was carrying so much cargo. Surely this wasn't all just for passengers.
No, most of this was produce and commercial goods being shipped to the United States, along with the passenger cargo.
I'll have a look around here before moving on to the mailroom, see if I can find anything related to Henderson. I can't see anything useful here. If he did have a package, it looks to be long gone.
Let's check out the mail room then.
Where's the access point again?
It's in the side of the wall towards the back of the room. You'll see the metal has deteriorated there.
It looks like some areas are decaying faster than others.
Yeah, it is. We have a request from a conservation group to photograph the opening so the decay can be monitored.
No problem. Done. I'm through to the mailroom.
Deck plans show there is a parcel room to the right of the mail room, near the stairs.
This room is pretty well preserved, even though I can't see anything here.
The deeper you get into the ship, the more protected everything is.
Here we go. Found the New York bags.
Can you see Henderson's name on any packages?
Found one for a W.J. Henderson. I think this is it. The packaging isn't in great condition, but the contents look okay.
I can't believe we found it. Is there anything else there with his name on it?
I can't see anything else. I'll make my way up now.
Great. See you soon.
I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm just gonna head back off.
Hey Gene, I'll just get this cleaned up before our call.
I'm surprised the packaging survived at all.
This case will need a bit of care. A soak, scrub, PEG bath, and then drying. Luckily, glass and gold don't need much attention when recovered. Just a quick scrub to remove the dirt. It's beautiful.
Gillian will be so excited to see this perfume bottle. I guess that it being French is correct.
Hi, Gillian.
Hello. What do you have for me today?
We made our way into the cargo hold and mail room and found William's gift. It was a small parcel in the registered mail sacks.
That's amazing. I honestly thought that it was a long shot to recover the parcel. What's inside?
A leather case containing a small glass perfume bottle. Looks like gold detailing, and you were right with your suspicions. It's French.
I knew it.
I'll send through a photo.
Now that this is recovered, though, I don't know where we should search next.
Honestly, we aren't sure either.
We were hoping the journal and his gift might give us some indication of William's final movements, but we're at a dead end.
You should continue your search of the bow. There's still a large portion of the ship unexplored.
Yeah, we need to take advantage of this good weather.
What area should we explore next, then?
I suggest the D-deck reception area and Turkish baths.
We haven't really ventured into the debris field yet either.
It covers such a large area, though, 3 by 5 miles, and some areas are denser in artifacts than others. It would take us years to search the entire area.
What about that mosaic imaging of the wreck completed recently? Could we identify smaller areas to search from those images?
The divers focused on mapping out the wreck itself more than the debris field, but I heard some other diving teams have started on the surrounding areas as well.
I could contact those dive teams to find out what they have mapped. They may have finished some of the denser debris areas.
It's worth a shot. Let us know what you learn.
In the meantime, we'll keep looking for clues and let you know if we find anything of interest.
Thanks. I hope to hear from you soon.
Why the D-deck reception area and Turkish baths?
They're both areas Henderson would have visited, and we have jobs from other contractors in those areas, so it's a good opportunity. 2 birds, 1 stone, you know?
Fair enough. Will we need any upgrades for this next dive?
Yeah, we need to attach some specialty equipment to Predator for these contracts. The D-deck reception is a basic photography opportunity, so that's fine. But the Turkish baths is a recovery job.
A recovery?
Another dive team was searching that area, and their tethered ROV lost communication with the submersible. They've asked us to recover their ROV for them, and they've been kind enough to supply us with the necessary upgrades.
Do you think it'll be difficult to get out?
Not sure yet. We'll find out when we get down there and try. The ROV looks to be trapped under a piece of pipe, so we'll need to lift the pipe and then drag it out with a hook.
What equipment have they given us?
It's sitting over there on the table next to Predator. Should be easy enough to attach it all.
I'll get onto it now, then. This flotation gear will help me rescue the downed ROV. There's an empty float bag, a tank of petroleum jelly, and an inflation tube. The flotation bag will be filled with petroleum jelly instead of air. This is because petroleum jelly floats, but it's also dense enough to endure the intense pressure at the bottom of the ocean. This hook and rope will be useful when I rescue the downed ROV. All attached. She's ready for tomorrow.
Get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow.
Radio check.
Crystal clear, Dr. Lynch.
Okay, making my way to the D-deck reception area now. I can access this through the forward grand staircase, right?
Yeah, marking it on your map now. You'll need to park off to the side of the staircase this time, leaving the opening clear.
On that night of April the 14th, we all, that is, the captain and officers, knew perfectly well that we were just about entering the region where ice might be sighted at that particular time of the year, and had taken all necessary precautions. We were steaming that night at a good 22 knots. At 10 o'clock, I was relieved as officer of the watch by Murdoch, W.M. Murdoch. Of course, he knew nothing of the death trap lying ahead of us any more than I did. And so, 5 bells, 6 bells, and 7 bells went by. But barely 10 minutes had passed after the sound of the last bell when there were 3 sharp clangs on the crow's nest bell, followed by a cry from the lookout cage, "Ice right ahead, sir." Murdoch evidently saw the massive ice practically at the same time as the lookout men, and shouted, "Hard a starboard, full speed astern." Her bow swung a bit, but not enough, and she struck. She took the blow along her starboard side, masses of ice actually falling on the foredeck.
What's with the patches of damage on the deck? I thought it would all deteriorate at the same rate.
Those sections are deteriorating faster because of visitors to the site. Some people land their subs on deck, making it deteriorate faster.
Isn't conservation of this site meant to be important?
It is. It just took a while for people to realize what was causing the damage. No one lands on the wreck now.
Oh wait, aren't the subs supposed to be neutrally buoyant?
They are, but the scratching of the surface is what causes fast deterioration.
I'm at the staircase, descending to D-deck now.
Touch anything.
Right, I'm at D-deck.
Great. The area in front of you is the reception area. Head forward and you'll find a grand piano on the port side.
Is that what I'm photographing?
Yeah, an American historian is writing about the Titanic's musicians and wants a clear photograph of the piano.
Can't believe this survived.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Like something out of a film.
I think this is the first room Henderson would have seen when he boarded.
Did you want to take a minute to look around?
Yeah, can I?
Of course. The next task is the recovery in the Turkish baths. So head down the grand staircase when you're finished here.
Alright, I'm ready. Turkish baths are at the bottom of the staircase, right?
Yep, straight down and off to starboard.
Right, E-deck. Yeah, on F-deck. Where is F-deck? I hate that.
I'm in the bath now. I can see the ROV here pinned under a pipe.
Great. You'll need to get into position and attach the flotation bag to the pipe. The flotation bag is in the Predator's storage compartment.
Done.
Okay. Last step is to activate the tank, and it should fill the bag. You can activate it from the inventory.
Hey, it's working. The pipe is lifting.
Great. When the pipe's completely lifted, you can attach your hook and drag the ROV out of here.
Right. I think the motor failed. My arm's not responding.
Is everything else okay? Is the line attached?
Yeah, everything else is operational, and the line's still connected.
Okay, we'll fix the arm when you're back on the surface, but for now, you'll have to be extra cautious. You need to drag the ROV back out to the ground staircase. The extra weight is going to make your controls tricky.
Oh, you're not wrong there. Predator's really struggling. I'll need to use my other arm until we get this damaged one replaced. This is going to be difficult.
Just take it nice and slow.
Am I towing this thing all the way back to the sub?
No, we've an easier way to get out of the wreck. Let me know when you're at the staircase.
I'm at the staircase again.
The next step is to attach a tracker to the ROV. There is one in your compartment.
Okay. Now what?
Now remove the hook and let it float straight up to the surface.
Oh,
The
there she
other
goes.
diving team will
Should
be able
I
to track
follow
it
it?
and pick it. No, we aren't finished down here yet.
What's left to do?
We need to collect the gear we left in the Turkish baths.
The flotation gear?
Yeah, it's too expensive to leave down here. You need to deflate the balloon and remove it from the pipe.
All done. I'm heading back up.
Great, see you soon. I'll get the lab ready to repair Predator.
However, I'm not quite sure about Captain Jack's borderline sexual harassment here. Just a bit awkward. However, the end of this scene is interesting for the character of Captain Jack. Further building him up.
Looks like the motor went.
Yeah, we're lucky it's easy to replace. Hey, Gillian.
How are you doing?
As well as can be expected, I guess.
How did you go with the dive teams? Did you find anything?
Not really. I contacted them and looked over the areas of the debris field that they've mapped using cameras. The images are highly detailed, but I couldn't see anything interesting there. They've suggested we consider mapping out an unexplored area.
Well, we could take on that contract for you if you want. Our submersible is capable. It's already fitted with sonar and cameras.
And we haven't found anything else related to Henderson inside the ship. I think we should start looking outside the bow.
Yes, I agree. We may get lucky and find William.
And even if we don't, we'll still be contributing to research of the ship and her passengers.
Do you have the coordinates for the area they want us to check?
Yes, I'll send them through. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm going to the Titanic convention in Southampton tomorrow.
Oh, great. Getting some research done?
Hopefully. It's a good opportunity to meet some of the other relatives of passengers and hear their stories. There's also a demo for a Titanic computer game being shown. Apparently, it's been in development for almost 10 years, but the developers are saying it'll be released soon.
It better be. I backed it on Funster years ago.
Let us know how it goes. I'd love to hear some stories about Henderson.
I suppose we should prepare for the next dive then.
We've got a lot to do before we head out. Thanks for the update, Gillian.
Not a problem. Let me know how you get on tomorrow.
Will do. Talk later. I suppose I better fix that arm.
Shouldn't take you too long. There's a replacement one on the table.
All done. See you tomorrow.
See you then.
Radio check.
Crystal clear, Dr. Lynch.
Alright, let's get this scanning started.
I've marked the starting point on your map.
So what's the process exactly?
Well, it can be a little repetitive, but takes a fair bit of skill. Basically, you need to mow the lawn with your sub.
Mow the lawn? What?
You need to scan up and down the area following a strict pattern, making sure you cover the entire area. The data you collect doing this will allow us to create a 3D detailed map of the area. And this will help researchers identify items amongst the debris field.
Right, so if I don't follow the lines perfectly, I risk missing a bit?
Yeah, pretty much. The submersible you're in is already fitted with both sonar and optical equipment for this exact purpose. If we can't make a full mosaic from the images you collect, the blame is kind of on you and your piloting skills.
No pressure then.
Well, we were standing on the steerage, third class they call it, and then we couldn't get up to second. And of course, then there was one man with us, and he was our guardian angel, and he said, for God's sake, let the women up. So at that, I got up
and then
to
you
second.
And then you got into a lifeboat?
No, then I had to go to first cabin. Lifeboats were only going from first cabin. So there was a man on the second deck, and he asked me to go on his shoulder, and I climbed over, and then I think it was the last boat that was going out.
Did you
He
take
didn't want to let me on because there was too many on the boat already.
But you got into the boat?
But I said to the man I'd like to go with my sister because there was a neighbor with me, and I thought he'd feel because I didn't want to lose the crowd. I didn't really think it was any danger, but I thought I'd miss them in the dark. You know, it was very dark.
Did you see the ship sink?
Oh, yes. I was looking at it sinking when we were in the lifeboat because we're in the lifeboats for 9 hours.
And then which ship rescued you?
Carpathia. Carpathia picked us up then early in the morning, about 9 o'clock or something.
Alright, here we are.
Great. I'm just updating your map with the new path for scanning. You'll need to try and follow the lines as well as you can. If you go off track, try to get back on and keep going.
Will do.
And remember to keep your eyes peeled for anything relating to Henderson.
What exactly should I be looking for?
His Bible, a pocket watch with his initials, his coat, shoes, anything that might have survived.
Right. All done. I didn't see anything jumping out at me, though.
Yeah, that's okay. We can double check the images when you get back up here. They're coming through now. Hopefully something will pop up. Next up is to place a hydrophone. I've marked the location on your map.
I'll head over there now.
Okay, you'll need to dispatch Predator and use the arms to place the hydrophone. It's in the storage compartment.
Alright.
What's with the center casing?
Well, that's all the batteries and computers needed to run the hydrophone and record the data. In a couple of years, they'll organize it to be collected again so they can study the recordings.
That's amazing. Do you need to activate anything?
Nope, it's all set up. Right, what's next then?
Our final contract for today is from a Lebanese society. They want to see detailed images of the funnels. I have the coordinates. I'll mark them on your map.
Another easy contract.
It pays the bills.
I'll head there now. I didn't realize there was a Lebanese Titanic society. Were there many Lebanese on board?
Oh yeah, there was a large Arabic community on board. Over 100 migrants from Lebanon, Syria and Egypt. Unfortunately, most Arabic names were anglicized on the passenger list, leading to confusion when reporting which people died or survived.
It must have been scary for those passengers who didn't speak English. They couldn't have known what was happening. All done.
Great. They'll be happy with those images.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all for today. You're free to explore or head up to the surface.
I think I'll explore a little.
Right. Whatever we're going to be doing in the lab is where we're going to have to end off, because, well, I got a meeting at 6 apparently. Well, we've probably been playing this for a good, like, 2 hours.
Oh hey, come check this out. Where'd you say you got your sub-license? Cereal box?
Sorry, that really wasn't my best.
I've started going through the images, but haven't found anything so far resembling Henderson's items.
That's a shame. How long will it take to go through all the images?
I think I can have them all done tomorrow evening. I really hope we find something.
Yeah, me too.
Hello, Ethan. Jean. How'd you both manage today?
Hi, Jillian.
I think we did well. We've scanned the area and I've started processing the images.
Oh, wonderful news. When do you think they'll be done?
I'd say tomorrow evening. How did the convention go?
It was marvelous. So many people came, and I got to hear a huge range of stories. I'll definitely be attending the next one.
Did you hear anything about Henderson?
Yes, actually. One lady in particular said her grandmother, Anne, was a survivor and spoke of the accident regularly. She remembers Anne talking about the kindness of a Scottish gent who helped families board lifeboats on the starboard side. Apparently, once he learnt teenage boys were being banned from boats on the port side of the ship, he went up and down the boat deck telling them to try on the other side.
Sounds like Henderson. How did she know it was him and not another passenger?
He was well known in business circles, wasn't he?
Yes, Anne didn't realize who it was at the time, but her mother did. Years later, she found letters her mother had written to friends about the kindness of William Henderson and other men who helped passengers. She was thankful that he thought it important to keep families together.
That's an impressive story. Does her family still have the letter?
Yes, but she didn't bring it with her. She'll email me through a copy when she can.
It'd be a great thing to include in the biography.
I'd love to accompany it with an image of his final resting place. I hope we'll spot something in these scanned images.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Do you have a plan if we don't find anything in the images?
We'd be at another dead end. I suppose we could select another area and rescan, but I don't wish to keep doing that. My funding can only go so far, and I fear the search would need to be shelved.
That's all right. We understand.
I'd love for us to find him, but if we don't have evidence to follow...
We'll keep searching the debris field and let you know if we find something. You never know, we might find a new lead tomorrow.
I hope so. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for another lead here.
We'll talk again tomorrow evening.
Speak to you then.
So, what's our itinerary for tomorrow's dive?
Just one contract job for tomorrow, but it's an interesting one. You'll be assisting Mr. Ocean to film his documentary on the wreck.
Mr. Ocean, as in the big shot Hollywood director Eddie Ocean.
That's the one. He's requested you help light up the wreck with your sub while he films from another sub. He'll be communicating with you directly through the radio.
Wow, this'll be great.
It'll be an experience for sure, but he's known to have a bit of a temper, so you'll need to make sure you're fast and efficient.
Right. Will you be helping me?
No, unfortunately. I'll be spending the entire day here in the lab searching through the images. You're on your own for this one.
Okay.
Anyone else there?
Ocean has 2 historians.
Okay, let's go back to the main nuke as well. Okay, so we did the experience bit of April 15th. We did a good chunk of the main thing, and there's a sandbox which we'll try out soon, and we've already been there. Anyway, so that was all for Titanic VR today. I'll be more on it tomorrow. So, see you all then tomorrow.